Hey, what is going on, my fellow gaming enthusiasts? Welcome back to the channel. This is DMDrayden coming to you guys live yet again from the DMD Den. I hope you guys and so that are doing well. Before we get into today's video though, I do want to just quickly apologize for not uploading a video until now. Obviously, as most of you guys know, that during the week I'm extremely busy, so if I get a chance to I will, but if I don't, well, I'm busy with my job, so that's why. I also want to apologize for not uploading yesterday. Sadly, I did fall very sick. I was literally confined to my bed for the entire day, so I had to stay in bed resting and so that I'd be well enough. I'm feeling a lot better today, though. As you guys can tell, I'm still a little stuffy, but I'm feeling good enough and so that to bring you guys today's video. So really excited about that. Also, before I begin, I also want to give a quick shout out to my 2 new subscribers. Yes, guys, over the last 2 days, we've gotten 2 new subscribers onto the channel, giving us a grand total of 16 subscribers. Guys, we are almost at the 1/5 mark to our first 100 subscribers, and I don't know about you guys and so that, but to me it may not seem like much, but it is still amazing. So to all my subscribers out there who watch my videos every week, thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate it. It really does mean the world to me. And to my new subscribers, make sure that so that you guys and everything spread the word, you know, to other gamers, collectors and so that you might know. Remember, all they have to do is look up DMDrayden at YouTube. So thank you very much, guys. Again, you guys' continued support really does mean a lot to me. So you guys are probably wondering what today's video is about. Well, if you guys and so that have been watching my videos up to date, you know that I have been ranting about the new God of War. The new God of War I've been excited for since they released it. And guys, I'm not gonna lie, it is incredible. I just recently spent this last week playing the game from beginning to end, and I am almost speechless on how amazing this game is. But I'm still going to let you guys know anyway. So today's video is going to basically be my in-depth review of the game and should you or should you not buy it. So, God of War, the new one, is a game and that and everything that was developed and created by Santa Monica Studios. They have made a lot of games in the series ever since the original God of War. I believe it was back in 2001. This is their most up-to-date entry in the series, guys, and I cannot describe how amazing they did this. Everything about the God of War game was incredible. Everything from the character development to the character interaction between Kratos and his son, the graphical design of the overall levels, things like that. The gameplay mechanic was super smooth. I mean, I could not find a single flaw in this game. I mean, this game literally blew my mind. And I'm not gonna lie, guys, I have not played a game that has literally impacted me so much since The Last of Us. At least not a story-based game anyway. I mean, the story of this game just, I'm not gonna lie, there are times when it actually made me want to cry, guys, because of how beautiful this game's story really was. And, you know, I'm not gonna lie, I mean, they put in a lot of effort to make sure that this reboot was as possibly good as it could be. And they literally knocked it out of the park. Honestly, if I had to rate the story, I would rate it an 11 out of 10. Because the story and stuff that of this game, I mean, obviously, if you guys know anything about the God of War series, you know, in the previous entries, he was, you know, this rage-fueled Spartan who, you know, wanted revenge against all of the great gods. And, you know, Lord knows he actually did. In this game, instead that he's more of a an older, wiser man who's just trying and so that to, you know, to be a better father and so that to his son after his wife passed. By the way, guys, and so that this review may contain spoilers, so if you guys don't want, you know, anything spoiled, you might want to cut the video now. You know, and he struggles and so that between, you know, raising his son and, you know, fighting all of the, you know, Norse gods and Norse, you know, mythological creatures that are in this new realm that he's become of. And man, I'm not gonna tell you guys, the story inside that, his adventure inside that in this game, if you play it to beginning and end, it's gonna make you want to cry because of how beautifully it was done. You know, I mean, you really do feel Kratos' struggle and so that between, you know, trying to raise his son the best he can while also not letting his son become, you know, the same rage-fueled person that he was. You know, he really does do a lot of self-reflection in himself, you know, and he really doesn't want his son to have to go through all the struggles that he went to. Like, I mean, in most of the game, and so that, you know, he denies telling his son that, hey, son, by the way, you're a god, just like I am, you know, because he doesn't want him to lead that same life. I mean, eventually he does tell him, of course, and so that, which, you know, his son does get a little thick in the head, and so that, you know, thinking that he's all, you know, indestructible now and everything else, but, you know, he's trying to, you know, teach his son to accept his roots, but, you know, also at the same time tell him, you know, this isn't who we are. You know, like, who I was not who you're gonna be. You know, you have to decide who you choose to be. And honestly, I think that message, and so that was really, really well given as you play through the game. I mean, it just there was a lot in this game, and so that they just did an amazing job with. I mean, like I said, the storyline, you know, with Kratos and Atreus was absolutely incredible. It did remind me a lot of the story with Ellie and Joel in The Last of Us. You know, just these two characters, you know, the older man and then the younger child and stuff like that, who, you know, as they go on their adventures and stuff like that, are just trying to, you know, be that parental figure, being that wise guide, and so that the you know, the younger kid needs. And I mean, like I said, I think that it was done beautifully on here, guys, but obviously you will not know until you play it. The other things that I thought were amazing in the game, one of the things I love about the game the most was its music. Oh god. If you guys instead know anything about me, you'll know that I've said before, the music that they use in these games are part of what makes the immersion of it just so amazing. I love hearing the beautifully composed music and stuff that they did for God of War. You can tell it's done in a very Norse style. It's very orchestric, you know, just things of that sort. Honestly, the reason why I kept playing the game, and so that even after I beat the main story, was literally just, you know, obviously to find all the side quests and, you know, things that I missed in my first playthrough, but it was also to hear the beautifully composed music of it. The music does very, very well, and so that to pull in the drastic look of the levels inside that and the level design into the actual gameplay itself, I mean, it was very beautifully done. So if you guys instead have not heard any of the soundtrack on this, you can definitely look that up on YouTube. Just go to God of War OST, and you guys will definitely know what I'm talking about. And then again, of course, the level design inside that, you know, they did a very, very, very good job inside that, you know, diversing the different areas and so that you explore in the game, just being able to, like, you know, when they tell you what inhabits the level, you can tell that the level design inside that really does reflect that. Now, obviously, inside that, it's a God of War game, and again, if you guys know anything about God of War, there are puzzles to solve, you know, to your unlockables, and of course, in this game, you do use your weapons, like your Leviathan axe, and, spoiler, yes, the Blades of Chaos, guys, we get the Blades of Chaos in this game. And it's super, super cool because you're rocking a fire and ice sort of setup, and so that, which I thought was really nice. But you're using all of your weapons, and you're using Atreus, and so that to solve these puzzles. And the puzzle design in the game was also very well done. Obviously, it didn't. There are times when the puzzles and so that weren't so much to like actually get through the level, but more along the lines of unlocking the unlockables that you need. Like, you know, to raise your health or to raise your rage meter or just things of that sort. But I still think that the puzzle design inside that and the puzzle usage of, you know, like your weapons and everything else was also very well done. Sometimes they were challenging, sometimes not so much, but, you know, it's one of those what can you do, guys. You can kind of take it or leave it. I mean, other than that and everything, I think that's pretty much about it. If I literally had to recommend whether or not you should buy this or not, I would say hell yes. You guys definitely need to buy this. If you guys are a fan of God of War, or if you guys are a PlayStation enthusiast like myself, you guys definitely need to pick up this game. This game, if I had to give it a rating, is definitely an 11 out of 10 across the board. If any of you are interested in a game that is like completely 100% story based, and like I said, guys, I'm okay with online play, but I grew up in a time where it was games with a very solid story that's what kept me interested in them. And this game, mind you, it has no online function. It is basically a single player campaign game, but in the entire, I would say, I think the game is roughly around 20 hours or so, and it's about 20-hour campaign. It has got to be one of the absolute best story-driven games that I have played since The Last of Us. I mean, it literally just, I could not help but feel immersed in this game, and it definitely has gotten a top 10, or it's gotten into my personal top 10 of my top 10 like most amazing games on the PS4. Like this right here, guys, this is the reason why I play on a PS4, because of the fact that they bring us these AAA quality titles that are just absolute knockouts. And I think I can say without a doubt that God of War deserves a spot on any PlayStation 4 player's shelf. So if you guys have not played this and stuff like that, you guys need to drop what you're doing right now and go pick it up, because I promise you, you will not ever play another game like this. This is definitely a game that's one of its kind. Now, I'm pretty sure and so that this game is available on PC as well, so if you're a PC player and so that, you should definitely try to check it out as well. Sadly, again, this is a PlayStation 4 or a PlayStation exclusive. Yes, PS4 exclusive. So unfortunately for you Xbox players, you guys will not be able to enjoy this game, and I do apologize for that. But it's an absolutely fantastic title, and I'm actually a little upset at myself because I was going to get the collector's edition of it and I didn't. And I'm really mad at myself for not doing it, because this would have been a collector's edition well worth, you know, the collector edition's price. So if I actually do come across that, I'll probably end up getting it, even though I already have the game, because, oh man, this game has definitely hit me close to home. This has got to be one of my favorite games on the PS4 to date. But I'm not going to keep rambling about it, guys, and stuff. But like I said, if you guys are a big story-based driven game player and you guys really want something that you can get immersed into and, you know, just a real one-of-a-kind AAA title, definitely pick up the new God of War. I would definitely say, yes, it is definitely worth the buy. I mean, like I said, I could go on and on about it and everything, but I do want you guys instead to be able to play it yourselves, because I'm sure that when you do play it, you're going to end up loving it just as much as I did. So that's pretty much going to wrap up today's video, guys. I just wanted to give you guys a more in-depth review now that I have played the game all the way through. And again, guys, it is definitely worth your buy. If you're a PlayStation enthusiast like me, this game definitely will deserve a spot on your shelf. And if you don't believe me, and so that, make sure and so that you check into my first 1 hour gameplay of God of War. I will leave a link to that down in the description below for you guys. And that's going to about wrap up today's video. So again, thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. To my new subscribers and so that, thank you and everything for y'all's support. Remember to make sure to spread the word and so that. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell any gamers and so that out there that you might possibly know. I do try to record a video and so that at least 3 or 4 times throughout the week. So make sure and so that and everything that you do hit your bell notifications and so that, because you never know when I'm going to be uploading another video. Again, I do want to apologize and so that for my lack of content lately. Again, guys, I was sick yesterday. As you can tell, I still kind of am. I did, you know, I am feeling a lot better, so that's why I brought you guys the video today. So I hope and so that all of you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to give it a like, and so that if you're new to the channel and so that and want to keep up with all of my future content, make sure that you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And that's going to go ahead and wrap up today's video. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I hopefully will catch you guys tomorrow for my next video. Keep it real, guys, and most of all, keep gaming. Catch you guys later.